Hello, I'm Saphinique and welcome to my stream. I'm trying to see if the cat overlay is working. It doesn't look like it is. Let me see if I can make some more adjustments on this. It's still not working, it looks like. Okay. Let's see. What other choices do I have? Okay, I see what that is. But it's still not showing text. Very strange. It keeps resetting my text. I see. Maybe what I can select here. Maybe I need to select the font. Let's see. Still looking. Well, and how does that save then? Eh? Hmm. Okay, well that's starting to show up a little bit. Let's see what I can do with this. Okay, that fit on this side. The overlay itself appears to be working, but it's not loading it into the stream. Well, I see it there. Okay. I see it now. Can you see it? Let me save this. See what's happening now. Okay. Oh. Every time I make an adjustment, it clears the chat on the overlay. So send me another test message there in chat. Okay, I see that there. See that there. I see it finally in the overlay. And I see it into OBS. And I see it on the browser. And that's probably as good as it's going to get. Let me see if I can fade that back shadow out without it on berserk on me again. Okay. Need another test. Hey, I see that there. See that there. I see that. Okay, that did not come true. That's crazy. Okay, send me one more test. Hey, I see that there and there. And there. And I might see it over here on the other side. No telling. Let's see what this does. Oh, that was not what I wanted to do. Oh, I think I got it. See what this does. Okay. And another cat test, if I could, please. All right. You see something I don't see? Oh, there we go. That looks like that might work. Let's see how it comes through. I kept on a browser monitored live. Can you see that? All right. I think that's the best it's gonna get until I can fine tune it. But I see some things that I can try to fix. I need to figure out. That's better background. Oh. It's okay, let's get the background transparent. Okay, that'll have to do. We're gonna leave it at that for now. So, from here, we're going to go take a look at the Minecraft Bedrock preview. Yeah. Get things ready for that. Let's go ahead and switch this on over. Okay. If this stays up, go ahead and create a world. Create a new world. Review test. We're gonna make this peaceful. We're just going to look around. I will show coordinates. Go ahead and show days played, none of it really matters. We're gonna use a particular seed that I'm familiar with. That way I know which way to run to get the different biomes we're gonna be looking for. I think there's nothing else I need to change on this screen. Let's go to multiplayer. We're just gonna turn multiplayer off. And we're gonna turn Chiefs on so that I can jump in and give myself any tools or anything I need to be able to get us to go in and look at the Nether, because one of the things we will want to look at is the Nether. Before I hit go, let me pull up the oh, and that kills the audio. Some of the things they fixed was the ambient lighting in the Nether, some fog settings, some warm and humid biomes, and they reverted the weather related changes to the sky color, and then updated a gasling updated the happy gas player detection, removed jitter from the happy gas, and fixed some leash attach positions. So that's three changes we're gonna see. Make sure that nothing reverted or keeps on. Not gonna add any resource packs or behavior packs. We're just gonna look at the vanilla to get a actual look at what it looks like. Okay. So let's go ahead and create. Yes, I know I can't burn achievements. It's a preview anyway. What do achievements mean in the preview? Hey, this is really fussy. Okay. Alright. And so you can see the vivid visuals below from the sun. I've seen that in a few of the previous previews. Let's go ahead and enable heat or creative mode so we can fly around a little bit. Okay, I believe this is jungle. I don't think we're going to see. Okay, there you go. You happy? I know how to move around. I don't think there's any fog that we're going to see in here. I don't recall what causes fog or what triggers it. Be able to identify. Oh, here we go. We're getting the haze for the Hill Garden. That is a pretty good haze there too. You can see, you almost see the rays of light going through the mist in the air. That was an interesting sound. I wouldn't have thought there would have been a sound and peaceful. Let's see. Wow, yeah, creaking, even and peaceful. Well, let's give myself a set of tools real quick. Well, I shouldn't need it. I'll go ahead and grab a sword, and I'm just taking netherite so that they last the longest. This is just to facilitate looking around. I'm going to take and actually probably chop down a tree and see if I can identify why it's creaking. I think that's all I'll need. I'm sure I'll need the hoe, but I have my headphones on tonight, so it's either in front of me or behind me. Interesting. Yeah, I definitely heard it over this way. Coming from this tree here? Yes. Coming from this tree right here. And we have a pig. Well, let's knock down this tree real quick. Let me switch. I don't want to destroy the tree totally. Okay. There might be a heart, whatever it is that the freaking spawns from. I could be just chasing ambient sounds too, for all I know. But we'll just check it out real quick. Nothing here. Nothing here. Nothing here. Okay. I think that might be an ambient sound. Either that or the creaking is hopping from tree to tree. Also possible. I don't think it's supposed to be, but... That tree's out, and you see how the lighting... Really cool lighting with this new graphics effect. Oh, I picked up a sapling. These are torch flowers. There's a sheep. And the sun looks quite different. The blue on the snow is really interesting. The shadows is what it's, I believe it's what it's supposed to be representing. Interesting lighting. Okay. Try to wait out the sun setting so we can see the a pale garden at night. What's that? The niche shaders. Again, no mobs will spawn because we're in peaceful mode. But other than that, we'll get a look of how things look inside. And this is the it is odd in this particular seed that this pale garden's on with virtually no dark oak. I don't believe there's any dark oak in the area. Let's see. This is all jungle. And this is all birch, and this is spruce. Certain areas above the pale garden is shadowed as well. Okay. Or fogged. Actually, it looks like this is fogged. Can you rise above the fog? No, it seems not. Alright, so let's go on down. Ah, there's the torch flowers. They have opened up. They generate quite a bit of light. Under this new lighting model. Let's go ahead and go out. Okay. I believe this is north. Yes. The moon actually has a glow now. Looks like the light gem is a little brighter. There is a pale garden over here somewhere, I think. Oh, there's our dark forest. Such a tiny thing. Let me get over here. My view of the mountains so I know where I'm at. Okay, let's do this south. Okay, we're going back over to where we started. The water is very much less blue, at least at night. I almost didn't even see this train from high up. And you see the moon reflecting out of the water, too. Okay. Let's see. Hey, that's where it was. Yeah, I think this is it. No, this is not it. I was looking for a lush cave. See how the lighting looked in there. I know that there is one in the seed. Somewhere in this general area, I think. I may be in the wrong place, so. We'll have iron and coal. And we have a nice little waterfall coming right out of there. And pooling down here. Again, the water is a lot harder to see at night than in previous versions. As it's literally not really colored. It looks like, well, water. Oh, you can see my shadow on the ground down there. It's from the moonlight. Okay. I see. That's quite a spire. The Java version of the seed doesn't have that spire. Yeah. Minerals. This might be the lush cave I'm looking for. No. Although it is pretty well lit up. It's from the lighting. Touchstone Cave. Okay, we're still not finding what we're looking for. And it may have moved with this version. I have noticed that with some of the changes they're making, the terrain generator operates slightly different with each new version lately. Dawn is coming. Let me switch over to a browser real quick and check something. Eh? Okay, it looks like should be just south of the pale garden that we were exploring. So let's go back. Get back into the game. Where sun's coming up over there. There's our failed garden, and it should be just south of there. So we should see an azalea somewhere. There's a warm chicken. Bamboo forest. There's another waterfall. Even in the day, it's very hard to see from the sky. There we go. Some of the telltales for the lush cave. And again, the water. So clear. And I have no add-ins enabled. Yeah, the water just looks amazing with this new graphics. And even the sunlight is pretty amazing in my opinion. Oh, more lush cave down here. Okay, let's go down this way a second. Let's see what we got. Okay. Lush cave continues down to where the lava is. Another small waterfall. And as usual, my sense of direction is amazingly not functional. I think I'm finding my way back out. don't remember that flower. Now, lush cave. Ah! There's another one over there, so I guess it's part of it and I've just never noticed it. Only been in a few lush caves. Hey? There's an exit. But hell, there's the cherry blossoms. Well then. Hey, that's west. That's north. There's our Pale Garden. So right there in that crevice, right? North of the Pale Garden is where that lush cave was. I think this is water. That's the water we saw earlier. This is a daytime view of it. It's actually coming from way up here. That. All the way up to right there. And there's some of the new firefly bushes. Okay, let's hit some other biomes. I remember, like I said, I've played on this seed before. This way should be... Yeah, there's Badlands. And a savanna. The sun is high. And yet we have so much orange in the lighting. There's desert. Wow, what an interesting generation. Well, this may be unique to the Bedrock generation, or maybe unique to the new version. But I don't remember that spire being there. I did remember a temple. And I think south of here's a village. Okay, let's head out this way. We're still headed west, more or less. Look at the coral. This inner sea which is pretty much completely landlocked, has coral in it. Let's head out this way. Here's some more coral. Ooh, let's see. The sun is setting good. Both set down. The colors are so interesting. I don't remember the colors being this way, without this new lighting and such. Okay, let's fly over the water real quick. You can see if there's just coral all throughout this area here. We'll wait till nighttime so we can see it light up, see what it looks like with the new lighting and shading. Oh, we have both kinds of pigs here. The warm climate and the temperate. We have a reflection on the water of the sun. Hey, our stars are out, our moon is up. Look at that. A reflection from the moon right off the water. If anything, I feel like the coral is less bright in this version. Maybe go back over to that lake. It looked like it had a more dense collection of coral. Yeah, it's some areas it's still bright, in other areas it's not as bright. Interesting. One of the things I'm noticing is that the deeper, the darker. You'll see how this is pretty close to the surface, whereas these spots over here are deeper and a little darker. Let's move over here. Look. lie, this is a fairly deep section right here. That's how you kind of see an effect similar to the way water works in real life, that the deeper you go, the darker it gets. When you look into deeper water, it takes on a darker hue. Not to mention caves being totally dark. Okay, let's see here. Which way are you going, man? Okay, so you're headed that way. So let's go north. Or wait. Let's go south first, then we'll double back. Yeah, that's the mangrove swamp. I would think that there would be fog in here, but... most of this is above the water, I think. That's water there. Okay, let's head north. Yeah. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be fog or what right there with the interesting color underneath the trees. Oh my goodness. Water has turned that magma cubes green. Wait, where'd it go? So the water makes it rare. You might have trouble seeing through it at first. Interesting. Man, I'm pretty sure we're headed north now. Detoured. Yes. The stars look quite different. They look more like stars, and less like pixels in the sky. So here's a savanna. At night. With the moon out, and what we have nearly a full moon. I guess we call it a 3/4 moon, or... there we go. That's what I was looking for. Here's our firefly bush. Complete with a sound effect. And we're getting reflections of our fireflies in the water. And sunrise is coming. We'll go ahead and move on. Wow, the water is simply beautiful in this version. Okay. Here's a handy village. We're still able to see some of the candlelight or torchlight glow. That looks like he just chose a profession. For sure, that's a cold weather chicken there. Not sure why we have one of those here. Yeah, so there's a cold weather pig. I am not sure. Let's head on over here. We have a substantial dark oak forest here. And you can see the glow off the top of it from the sun. And let's see. There's our field garden up here. It's a little denser, I think. No, I've not been in this one. Dense enough, I may not be able to land. There we go. Okay, now I've got my feet on the ground. So yeah, I think the creaking is some ambient sounds that they added. So it doesn't sound just so quiet and empty. Then we have fast spruce over here. Let's go down and look at some of that. Hey, here's our console. So let's fade hit the blue in the grass and definitely in this mossy cobble on the shade. And now we have rain. It's a warm weather cow. A warm climate. I think. Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't remember. That looks like that was a cold climate pig I just saw. Wherever you went. I believe I'm still in creative mode, yes. I just can't because I'm gonna be doing some more flying. Here's a cherry orchard. Sunlight really gives it an interesting tint. Once you're down close, everything looks normal. But if you go above it, and I think it's high sun now, but it's still kind of a morning sun. We see water coming down, or is that ice? I believe that's ice. Let's go look. Ice water. As it's starting to flow down. And that's an amazing look there. The cloud looks like an ice cube. There's the other cherry blossoms that we visited earlier. And we are back to our original L garden. Which means that we spawned right up here. Yeah, it's right up here on this mountain right here. The seed has a decent spawn location. There is, appears to be a lot of iron ore, a lot of coal. You can really get up to iron tools really quickly. The disadvantage that I have found, oh, there's just some spruce. And you can come over and get spruce. You can get jungle, some bamboo, and there is some oak scattered down there. But getting out of this area on easy or normal can be a challenge, as the forest is pretty dense. And I couldn't find any sheep the few times I've started in this location. I've had to actually jump into creative and move to another location just to be able to survive on this one. But that's a look at the preview and the lighting for the preview. Is there anything anyone wants to see before I call it quits for tonight? Alrighty, let me go ahead and get on out of this game. And I will, switch us back over to the chat. Okay. So let's look at the preview that dropped yesterday for Bedrock. And it's easy enough to get into and play around in if you want to get a look at it and play around in it. Interestingly enough, if you're a full screen, you can't easily exit the game. There we go. Okay, that has that taken care of. Thank you for watching. And I plan on possibly streaming next Monday. I'm not sure what it is I'll be doing. I'll have to think over the weekend for it. I have another Minecraft video coming out tomorrow evening. And that's probably the last of the recordings for this week. So, with that, have a great night.